Alright, so assuming you guys know what kind of opener that trolley goes on, you guys can probably guess what kind of opener I have on a full rail today. That's right, I have the OHD model 2026 on a 3-piece Sears T-Rail. So this was, so I did get the sprocket for it. It was still there. I'll get to this in a second. So this is the rail that came with my V-belt Sears, and as you can see it does fit on here, and the opener does work. These two holes on the back are what I bolted it on with. Basically, this is an older T-rail with the holes are slightly bigger in it, so those lined up. If you try to use a newer, like a current rail, it will not work, unfortunately. Or I guess you could make it work, but the holes just won't quite line up perfectly. This trolley fits on it no problem, slides past the nuts. It doesn't even matter which side you have the bolts on, but I have it on this side because this is actually supposed to be the opener end of the rail. That's supposed to be the header end, and that end is on there because of the bigger holes. Here's the trolley. Apparently I actually have the inner slide on backwards. The flat part is supposed to be facing the floor, but this is the original release rope and tag, which is cool. Come on. Yeah, if you're gonna do this, make sure you put the inner slide on correctly. Quite a bit of play there, but oh well. Here's the front pulley. Oops. This is the original chain to it, by the way. It was a little bit too short. As you can see there, I had to extend it a little more. I used a chain from a old Craftsman chain drive. I had a little extra I could use. That chain is actually going to be used to make a short chain and cable for a short Stanley rail with the 5-piece rail that I have, so that the door will open all the way. Anyway, this is your chain adjustment right here. Basically tightening this moves the pulley away from the rail, which makes the chain tighter. And then up here, so basically the reason I have this, there's nothing actually keeping the sprocket on other than me bolting this to the opener. And pretty much what the deal with this is that there's supposed to be a part that has the sprocket on it that keeps the sprocket from coming off. Well, that part is permanently riveted to the rail, which is completely stupid. So I don't have that part, so I have to make do with this, which it does seem like it works. So hey, as long as it works, who cares? It does sometimes drag on those bolts right there, the chain, but I mean it does work. So using those sensors, genie wall button. So we have obviously light, lock, and run. Does slow down there at the end. So yeah, it is pretty quiet, and this does keep the sprocket on, or it appears to be doing its job. So yeah, run that down. So yeah, that's really it. You know, we can run that one more time. Oh yeah, and by the way, this wall button does the same thing when you lock it, where it does not control the lights, but it does still run the door. I'm not sure why, but locking this opener does not seem to work. Still works just fine. Changing to speed here. Doesn't have much of a soft stop to it, to be honest. And the way you set the limits on this opener, basically, these are manual up and down buttons, so as long as you're holding these, the door will run. So use the manual up and down buttons to move the door to where you want it, and then you push and hold the set button until the green light flashes, and that'll set either the open or close limit to whatever position you have it at. So yeah, now that I figured out how to put this on a rail, I can now show this on the mini door, and if I really want to, the small door. So let me know if you guys want to see either of those. So we'll run this down, and like I said, the lock still will not control the light. And this is up. It spins the opposite way of a LiftMaster, so this is the open position. Still closes it. So I'm not sure why the lock doesn't work, but like everyone says, as long as the opener still runs, who gives a crap? I'm not sure if it's like a bad board in the opener or if there's a specific wall button I have to use. It shouldn't matter which button I use, because yeah, it shouldn't matter what kind of button I use, but anyway. Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, this still seems to be working, so yeah, I think this will probably work. I only have it bolted on one side loosely, and I think that'll work. Alright, so there you go. That's just a quick video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys later.